Oh, so now y'all want to talk. One excuse after another. We're about to step into the testosterone twilight zone, where grown men suddenly forget how to use their words, but magically remember how to cheat. Ain't that cute? Welcome to HeCheatedOnMe.com, where we don't just listen to the lies, we study the species. So buckle up, beautiful, because this ain't just a why he cheated video. This is a spiritual autopsy, a forensic dissection, a glorious roast of delusion wrapped in boxers, and before any man gets triggered, yes, baby, we know women cheat too. But this episode ain't about us. Today, we press play on the men who cheated and are bold enough to tell on themselves. Let me warn you now. You're about to hear words like, it was just physical. I was scared of commitment. I didn't think she cared. And my personal favorite, it didn't mean anything. Which is crazy, because if it didn't mean anything, why'd you risk everything? But go off, King. Let's hear how your childhood hamster passed away and somehow made you cheat 6 times with your coworker. Listen, I'm not here to cry about it. I'm here to call it out. Let's watch this mess like the detective wives we never asked to be. Because the truth is, a man's reason for cheating usually boils down to immaturity, lack of discipline, 0 emotional accountability, and the ego of a toddler in a grown man's body. But let's let them tell it. Here are men, trying to sound deep about why they shattered women who probably would have given them the world. Let the delusions begin. I'll be back at the end to collect the rubble.
Most men cheat out of insecurity, if we just gonna be honest. A lot of women get cheated on and they tend to blame themselves. And even though they may play a minor role in it, the majority of it is that man is not where he wants to be in his life. Fact is that when a man doesn't have legitimate income coming in and he doesn't have his own, affairs in order, we'll tend to turn toward, well, I can still pull this type of woman to validate us, and we'll end up leaning on that instead of going to go actually accomplish the things that we want to accomplish. So, you know, women shouldn't take a man cheating on them personally. I'm not saying that they should stay, but you got to understand most men cheat out of insecurity. It's not anything that you did per se.
Hey ladies, good morning, good morning, good morning. So I got some heat for you guys today. One of my followers commented on one of my posts and she said, well, why is it that men cheat in the first place? And I said, do you want me to do a video on it? She goes, please. So I'm gonna do a video right now as to, explaining to you guys why men cheat in the first place. And this is pretty much going to the core and the foundation for why I even do what I do, why I even have this in the first place. Because originally when I started this page, it was to advocate for men to stop cheating. And then when I did the video for the women, they responded, and I began to use my experiences, my past, and the things that I recovered from and that I was delivered from and that I took accountability for to help women to understand how to better protect themselves with boundaries and awareness, right? So why do men cheat? Number one, the core of why men cheat, it's a completely narcissistic. It is one of the most objectifying behaviors that exists within men. When a man cheat, he is not respecting a woman, her value, her heart, her emotions, her soul, her spirit, her psyche. He's not at all acknowledging that at all. He is basically saying within his actions that this woman is not a person. Because if you truly understood her to be a person, completely, you will not do this at all. You have to be some sort of a real narcissistic person to cheat on somebody because you for sure are not caring at all as to how your actions will affect them. I'm not saying that you can't recover from having a self-centered mindset, because you definitely can. A lot of times men don't even understand the weight of what they're doing. They understand that it's wrong, but a lot of times don't understand the weight of how bad it hurts their women. But then when it happens to them, oftentimes we will literally lose our minds. And baby, you got clapped by another man. And I'm talking about that would make a man break. It'll make a man lose his mind. And our emotions is deep, deep, deep. Women's emotions is real deep for sure, but a man's emotions is on a whole nother level. But a man hurts the most when he lives based on his ego. The reason why cheaters who oftentimes get cheated on collapse the worst is not because they are so in love with their woman who cheated. And please don't cheat back, because that don't hurt nobody but you. It don't affect him. It affects you. Yeah, it feel like you got your get back, but at what cost? Your integrity? No, just leave. But the thing is, the reason why the cheater is oftentimes he hurts the most when his woman cheats back is not because he loves her and he cares for her and all this other stuff. And baby, why did you do this? It's because his ego has been totally dismantled. But the woman almost like commits like a suicide bomber. She destroys him while she's ruining her own self. Well, like, why would you do that? Cheating back is never the answer. You need to protect you need to create that boundary. You need to get up out of there. Don't ruin yourself to ruin him. You elevating is enough to make him feel like an idiot. Period. 1000%. But the reason why the man cheats, it's completely a self-centered behavior, and it's a mindset of objectifying women that is created from a lifestyle of pornography. It's a lifestyle of entertaining sexual vices and all of these different things. Years and years and years of objectifying women digitally turns into a real life psychological warping of the mind that desensitizes the man to, in real life and real time, never look at women as being people that should be loved and taken care of and protected and secured. They look at women as basically being women who will basically serve their needs. Why do you think cheaters are always expecting for you to do this for them, do that for them, do this for them? They criticize you for not doing this. They expect you to do tasks on a regular basis. They are not ever trying to serve you or to secure you or to help you or whatever the case may be. They do the bare minimum and they expect praise for it. But at the same time, do not want to put in more effort to make you feel safe and to make you feel secure, because when they do more for you, their ego begins to feel attacked. They begin to feel like, yeah, no, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this for you or whatever the case may be. They don't look at you as a person to be respected. Now, why do men cheat and why do men continue cheating? A man cheats the moment a man decides that he's going to cheat. Beyond pornography and beyond those hidden secrets behind closed doors. When a man decides to step outside of his committed relationship with a woman, he decides to cheat because he has literally analyzed that your boundaries will permit this. Men don't just go out and cheat off a whim. A man first has to analyze the woman that he is with, and there's actual data within his mind, within the reservoir of all of his research about his woman, where he'll say, okay, based off my data, her boundaries is here, her self-respect is here, her value is here, she's willing to stay, this, that, the other, she's not going to go, blah, 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 woulda. There's actual data behind a man cheating. So the moment this happens, he says, okay, I've assessed enough about her to know that if I were to do this, she's really not going to do much. And the moment he sets that, boom, he goes out and cheat. That's literally how it works. If a man cheats on you, he has assessed you to the teeth. and has determined that you are really, really not going to do anything, or that he could possibly get away with it. Even if he cannot get away with it, he has assessed within his own mind that he can, whether he has misread you or whether he has not. Usually men don't misread their women though. Like if he cheats, usually you give him another chance, you give him another chance, you give him another chance, blah, 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 woulda. And that's usually how it works. I'm not saying that once a cheater is always a cheater. A man can actually change. I'm not here to try to tell you that you have to stay with a man that's cheating on you and you have to hold it out and you gotta fight, he can change. I'm not saying that, okay? Because cheating is very hurtful, it's very harmful, it's very damaging. Listen, like that is it will ruin you, literally. It will destroy and dismantle. It will it's abuse at one of the highest emotional levels. So definitely do not cheat. And the Bible gives you a right, if you're married, to divorce if your spouse is in infidelity, adultery. So, but the Bible does not mandate that you have to divorce. You can work it out and you can recover and you can go to God and he can heal it. And you guys will have to go through therapy and counseling and fasting and praying, all of these different things. There's a process that takes years to recover from infidelity, for sure. But if you decide to leave, don't feel guilty for leaving, because that is a major betrayal, because a person objectified you and they devalued you in such a way that they cheated. Now, why do a man continue to cheat? A man continues to cheat because, again, he goes back to the data and he reassesses like a businessman. He goes to the board. He goes, okay, so according to my research, according to this, that, the other, if I continue, she's going to do this. This is where her heart rate is. This is where her mind is. This is where she is. She's not broken enough. Now, if a man sees that shit about you, okay, baby, okay. I don't want her to die. And I don't want her to be destroyed, but, her hurt level is not enough for me to stop. This is like diabolical. This is diabolical. And I'm just bringing you guys into the truth of it. So I know that this is triggering, but I'm telling you a man is not going to tell you guys this. As a big bro, I'm trying to tell y'all how it is. You requested this information, so I'm telling you, right? So anybody know, I'm straight to the point with it, so I just need you to understand. This is why I tell you women to create boundaries, right? Because you have to, in a relationship, whether you are you're single or whether you are courting or whether you are married, you must never ever release your boundaries, because if you keep maintaining your boundaries, you will have the sight to see what kind of man you're dealing with all the way in the beginning, so you can totally avoid this. But if you end up being in a relationship with a guy who's like this, who have this cheating, narcissistic, self-centered mindset where he will objectify you to fulfill his own desires and still come back to you for security and to come back to you to serve his needs, your boundaries will nip this in the bud off rip. A lot of times you guys let men get away with way too much when you can nip it in the bud by simply respecting yourself and understanding that you were made in the image and the likeness of God. God never intends for you to be abused.
If you break down, why does a man cheat? Is he cheating for sex? Not primarily. An affair never starts with sex for a man. Just like it starts with conversation for a woman. The other chick, I guarantee you, was respecting him in a way that you wasn't. Affairs are never right. Some other chick, oh, Mr. Jones. Oh, the Excel document you put together, Mr. Jones. You had the whole company in awe of you, Mr. Jones. He'll sit in his car for 3 hours looking at YouTube because he don't feel safe to come in that environment and to be respected.
Man, I ain't proud of it, but I gotta keep it real. Yeah, I cheated. Yeah, I cheated. The cold thing is not with somebody better than my woman, but somebody I wouldn't even date. Man, I feel effed up. See, it wasn't about love. There was nothing about no love. It was about ego. I had a good dang woman. Solid, smart, loyalty, but she knew me too well. And sometimes that make men feel small when he start losing himself. Then came the other woman. Loud, reckless, always laughing. Everything I say, always laughing. She ain't ask me to fix nothing. She ain't even expect nothing from me. She just made me feel wanted. That's where I slipped. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Transparent. I'm not gonna hide nothing. It wasn't that she was better. She just was easier. No pressure. No mirror held to my flaws. Just quick validation and temporary peace. But the crazy part is, soon it was over, I ain't even want to be seen with her. That's how I knew I messed up. Because the woman that I should have been protecting was at home praying for me while I was out there sneaking around, seeking attention from somebody who ain't even pray at all. You realize fast, don't you? I know a lot of men know what I'm talking about. You realize fast that thrill didn't heal nothing. It ain't healed nothing. It just show how broken you really are. So now I ask myself, why? Why? Why men cheat with women that they wouldn't even date? Wouldn't even be with? You wanna know the answer to that? Because sometimes we chase attention when we scared of accountability. We crave peace, but we run from chaos. So I'm asking y'all, we're going to get down on this one. When a man cheat like that, is it lust, ego, or just self-hate in disguise? I read all comments, and I'm ready for the smoke. What y'all think?
Love is so fucking scary. Like, it's so scary. I don't even want that shit. That's some sad shit to say. Why men cheat, right? But why I cheat or cheated, I think it's self-love. I don't think I love myself. And I don't mean love myself for as like I'm gonna hurt myself. You get what I'm saying? But I don't feel like I love myself. Like, I don't even know what self-love is. You get what I'm saying? Like, or what that even looks like. Like, or how to even build self-love. You get what I'm saying? Like, that shit really sad. Like, that shit really so fucking sad. Like, my confidence be shot. There's so many things that a man confidence up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not the best looking. You get what I'm saying? I be thinking like that. Like, when I get somebody and I deal with somebody or get in a relationship, whatever it may be, I always be in the back of my head. Like, yo, I know, there's men out here that look better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know if I got like a fine woman or whatever the case may be, I be in my head like so insecure. Like she see this guy, you know what I'm saying, more attractive. What's stopping her from, going to like entertain this person? Maybe that's like from history. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, it's going to come back around. I really need to build my confidence, like, financially. And then it's like, I be scared. I ain't gonna lie to you, I be scared. Woman, a man. I feel like we've both dealt with people who've had people, right? And the people was actually like, their significant other was actually a good person. Like, why the fuck you cheating on this person? I don't want that to be me. You feel me? Like, I don't want to be the like, put my all into something, 110% effort, like, with everything, like, and get heartbroken. I don't know if y'all on here ever felt like heartbreak. It don't feel good. That shit don't feel good, bro. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. You can't eat, sleep, you be crying, you be emotional, you can't even be around your family. That shit's so scary, bro. And I think that's why I've cheated or dealt with other women or this, that, and the third, because it's like I guess it's like a safety net, like, just in case, like, all right, this ain't work, I always got this, like shit like that, for real. And it's so selfish. And I feel like I'm being the most selfish man ever, knowing for a fact I'm not happy within myself and getting into something, knowing my insecurities. Then it's like, you don't even know what's real these days. You get what I'm saying? Like, people deal with you and fake love you for certain reasons, like, for beneficial reasons. And that's another thing. You don't know their true intentions and things like that until a situation pops up. And now at that time it's already too late. You get like, I don't know. I said this yesterday. Love is so scary. Love is so fucking scary. Like, it's so scary. I don't even want that shit. That's some sad shit to say. I don't even want that shit. I don't even want that shit because I don't want that shit to end, or I don't want to go through a heartbreak, or I don't want to go through like certain situations. That shit's so sad, bro. I know I could be a great man. I know I could be a great man. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? Shit got me a little emotional.
Wee, child. 12 men, 24 minutes, and not one I cheated because I was selfish. You know what that means? We got work to do, not just in love, but in standards. So if you're still healing from betrayal, remember this. His reasons are not your responsibility. His cheating wasn't a reflection of your worth. It was a confession of his brokenness. Now go pour into you. Because, baby, there's nothing sexier than peace, clarity, and boundaries. Period. And don't forget to subscribe for more spicy truth and soft healing. Only here on HeCheatedOnMe.com, where the tea is hot and the karma even hotter.